Ritchie's Fabulae Faciles, episode 9.2. For this lesson, we will reread some of the Latin, but only analyze here from ille through adfectus est, as we covered this portion in the previous episode. Perseus postquam ad litis descendit, primum talaria exuit, tum ad rupem venit, ubi Andromeda vincta erat. Ea autem omnem spem salutis depassuerat, et ubi Perseus adiit, ter drordre paene ex animata erat. Ille vincula statium solvit, et puellam patri redidit. Cepheus ab hanc rem maximo gaudio adfectus est. So then, to review the first portion, Perseus, after he descended to the shore, first took off his sandals. Then he came to the cliff, Rupem, where Andromeda had been chained. She, however, had given up all hope of safety, and when Perseus arrived, she had almost fainted with dread. Now the new portion. He, ille, immediately statim released her chains, vincula solvit, and returned the girl, puellam patri redidit, returned the girl to her father. Cepheus, that's the father, on account of this circumstance, this fact, he was affected or filled, adfectus est, with the greatest joy, maximo gaudio. So then we have translated this portion kind of roughly. Now we'll look at it in a little more detail. Ille is our subject. Now, the subject in the previous sentence was Andromeda, Ea. See here, she's the subject of depassuerat. She's the subject of ex animata erat in the feminine. Now, Perseus is the subject of the subordinate clause, that's true, but the subject of the main clause is Andromeda, Ea, feminine, ex animata, feminine. So now a new subject needs to be marked because we have a new subject and it's marked with ille. Ille then means new subject, exactly like hode in Greek. Ille is masculine singular and nominative, and it refers to Perseus. That guy, what did he do? The chains, vincula, neuter plural, and accusative. Remember the verb here, vincio, vincere, to bind. The noun form is vinculum, of which this is the plural. He, the chains, statim, immediately. The im ending here is a common adverbial ending in Latin, im statim. He immediately loosed, solvit, released her chains. Now this is the verb solvo, like so, solvere. It's third conjugation, and this is the perfect tense. The third principal part of solvo, solvere is solvi, like so. So he loosed her chains immediately, and now what else did he do? He returned redidit. Returned redidit, the girl to her father, Patri. The verb here, redidit, is the third conjugation verb redo, redere, like so, redidi, is the third principal part, and so here we have another perfect, third singular, perfect indicative active. Its direct object is puellam, feminine singular, and accusative, referring obviously to Andromeda. Its indirect object, objectum obliquum, is patri, who is Cepheus, and this one then is masculine singular and dative. Now the new sentence begins with Cepheus. He is the subject now, and this is her father, as I've said. It's a Greek word, Cepheus, masculine singular nominative. Cepheus ab hanc rem. In light of this development, notice the preposition ab takes the accusative, hanc rem. These are feminine singular accusatives, as it turns out. Because of this development, Cepheus adfectus est. He was overwhelmed. Now this is a perfect passive from the verb afficio. Afficio. And how do we get this verb, afficio? Afficere. Well, it is a compound of the preposition ad and facio. But notice what happens when we put these together. First of all, this consonant assimilates to the next consonant, so it becomes an F, and that introduces a vowel change here. So instead of ad facio, it becomes afficio. In fact, afficere. So he was affected, he was touched, adfectus est, with the greatest joy, maximo gaudio, which of course is neuter singular and ablative of instrument. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the lesson, please press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment.